MLB Network welcomes you inside Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. James Shields will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Big game, James Shields on the mound. Three-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. One of the keys for James Shields, he needs that curveball. If he has the curveball, it gets the hitters off of the fastball. Not an overpowering guy, but he will throw the changeup and the curveball behind in the count. He's more of a thinking man's pitcher.
Grounded back up the middle. Moncada fields it cleanly, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dero, what's the key for a road victory in this one?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
So here's Joe Mauer. Lifetime numbers with James Shields. He's got 17 hits in 57 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
Dero, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Sanchez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting third baseman, Miguel.
The next twin up, Miguel Sano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-1 home. Is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. 2-1. The 2-1. Swing hard liner to left center. That gets down and the inning continues.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, and it's fouled away.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Line hard to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The next 3-2. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Sano leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Let's get you out here.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. Nothing for the Twins in their first try. White Sox coming to bat. More after this on MLB Network. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, thanks. Coming on, Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life. 94 to 97 miles an hour. Power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all 3 pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit hard to short. Escobar is up with it. And a good throw gets him one gone. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Up next for Chicago, Yolmer Sanchez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. He pulls this one into right, and he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Into the box now, Jose Abreu. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bases are empty here with two men out. 2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Up next for Minnesota, Logan Morrison. Lifetime numbers with James Shields. He's a .318 hitter. He also has one home run. And now a swing and a miss, and Morrison is retired for route number 1.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And let's take a look at catcher Wellington Castillo, putting the digits down, massaging this pitching staff through the game, and one of the above-average arms when guys try to steal on him.
Standing in, Max Kepler. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Eduardo Escobar.
Digging in the switch hitter, Eduardo Escobar. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Engel is over, and that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Ready now for the White Sox, Wellington Castillo. Bottom of the second here with no score. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Swing and a little tapper. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in now, Matt Davidson. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rosario is there. And the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Robbie Grossman. Lifetime numbers with James Shields. He's gone 3 for 8. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Down the left field line and deep. But this will land foul just shy of the wall. Here's another 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
You froze him on the fastball there. Robbie Grossman becomes the first out of the inning.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Into the box, Jason Castro. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Brian Dozier. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. So digging in now, number 18, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. The 2-1 is taken. Ball 3.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
The 3-1 pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Adam Engel. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Yoan Moncada. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. And that pitch was executed perfect. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Stepping in now, Yomer Sanchez. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Into the box, Jose Abreu. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the top of inning number 4. And the White Sox are out in front 2-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the veteran Joe Mauer settles in to start out the inning. Pulled toward right center field. Number 18 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Here's Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in to try it again, Eddie Rosario. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll make its way toward the 335 sign. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call in the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
In now, Logan Morrison. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Come on, White Sox.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Sano on third, Rosario on second. Morrison is over at first with one away. Ripped down the line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Swing and a liner, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Eduardo Escobar.
Riding in once again, Eduardo Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 3-1 pitch. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
So stepping in, Robbie Grossman, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Twins forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the White Sox 2 and the Twins 1. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. Rocket to third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Wellington.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. And a fastball just a bit high.
2-1.
The 2-1 is strike two, swinging. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Davidson. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Count still at 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Ripped on the ground to first, and Mauer will step on the bag at first, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the White Sox 2 and the Twins 1. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Come on, White Sox.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And right into the shift. Anderson scoops it up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate.
Let's go.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Hit sharply on the ground. Moncada gloves it, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Joe Mauer.
So here's Joe Mauer. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Throw it by him.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Hit to first. Taken in by Abreu, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 2-1. Coming to the plate now, number 18. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a ground ball now and a chance for Mauer at first base. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
So striding forward now, Tim Anderson looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Missed with a breaking ball. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
So stepping in, Adam Engel. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2. Anderson's running. Pitch outside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Not every catcher could make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
2 out, nobody on. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit to short. Escobar has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Miguel Sano. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Delmonico waits on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Ready once again, Logan Morrison. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. The 2-2. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Liner toward right center, but this is taken in out there in the alley as he got a good jump on that ball in center, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Our score remains 2-1. Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 1-1. He's in there for strike number 2.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
The 1-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Kepler is right there, one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Carlos Sanchez.
Digging in and looking for more, Yolmer Sanchez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Popped him up. Mauer in foul ground. And that's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Abreu, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Grossman. And that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here on the south side of Chicago, White Sox on top in this one. But before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Ready for another chance? Max Kepler. He'll start the 7th. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
The 1-1. Smoke on the ground left side. And that's through for a hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. And that's going to be all for James Shields. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 44, Rondon.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Escobar. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer. Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The batter, number 15, catcher Jason Castro.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
White Sox, number 39, Aaron Harper.
Jason Castro will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Pitch is way outside and he can't even get a glove on it. So now two men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Swing and a fly ball, and this should at least get home the tying run. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third, and they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2.
That was a really good at bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Digging in once again, Joe Mauer. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Escobar at second, Dozier at first, 2 out in the inning. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Number 18 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Twins forced to settle for 1. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago, and we are tied 2-2. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Nicky Delmonico. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wellington Castillo. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Chopped weakly to the left. To Dozier for 1 on to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
A designated hitter, Matt Davidson.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Davidson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, number 18. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can put it on the board. Yes! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. And it's given the White Sox a 4-2 lead.
Man, he threw a 2-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So we'll leave with 2 outs here in the 7th, as this was really not one of his better performances.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Minnesota, number 45, Phil Hughes.
In now, Tim Anderson. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Pitch is popped up. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft line to left field. Nice job.
Into the box now, Adam Engel. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Still 1-2. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 4-2 Chicago lead. Here's Miguel Sano, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact
Now
with.
pitching for the White Sox, Number
So they'll
70.
make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Stepping in now, Logan Morrison. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Back up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this one gets away. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
Morrison stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Full count still. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another full count pitch home. He pulls this one into right. Number 18 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota. Still down by a count of 4-2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Yoan Moncada. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And that's out number 1.
Third baseman, number 5. Carlos Sanchez.
Riding in once again, Yomer Sanchez. Past history with Phil Hughes. He's 0 for 7. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
Come on, make it now.
Driven the other way, but caught down at third. And that will become out number 2.
First baseman, number 79. Jose.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Grossman giving chase. He takes the turn and heads for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting, left fielder, Nicky Delmonico.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. Count is 1-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Delmonico now.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here now the 2-2. In the dirt here. 2 out here and a runner at second. Soft liner to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
You know, they say there are no bad hops on the ball in the air, but you wouldn't know it after that play. I'm not sure what caused him to completely miss that pop-up. It doesn't really matter. His pitcher's going to have to pick him up now.
In now, Wellington Castillo. This is in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Grossman. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. White Sox strand a couple, but they still lead this one 4-2. Joaquin Soria comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Joaquin Soria.
Eduardo Escobar will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Count even at 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses 2-1. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box, Jason Castro. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Final strike for the Twins. And that one just missed outside.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
4-2 the final score today. The Chicago White Sox jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Aaron Bummer gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.